Hello everyone, my name is Abhi Bhardwaj and I'm back with lecture series on science. Today's topic is going to be how technology can help us uh, control the climate change and what is happening with the global warming. So we all know that the global warming is happening because of the carbon dioxide, and we need to make sure that how do we control emission of carbon dioxide. One of the major factor I would say is the transportation and the cars we own, and how how that is kind of bringing us to a level where it's becoming very difficult to control. But my discussion is going to be how technology can help resolve this problem. So when we look currently, for example, we see that when we go to work every day, we are stuck in traffic, sometime hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and it's all around the major cities in US and anywhere in the world. You see, rush hours between 7:30 to 9 are the worst. Even if, say, if you are going to work, which is around 30 minutes of drive from your home, but you get stuck into the traffic, and it takes hour and a half, or 2 hours, depending on how much the traffic is, and that leads to now additional you know additional carbon dioxide emissions into the atmosphere. So my thinking is that technology can help resolve that problem, because most of the companies, when we see now automotive companies, they are working on autonomous cars. As the cars becomes autonomous, means that they drive themselves. So more computers takes control of the car than the human beings, then we're gonna have less of these traffic jams, because the additional time we are keeping our cars on these roads is because of these jams, and it's mostly because of the either accidents, or something happens on the highway, and maybe two lanes merging, and all leads to different kind of traffic jams and number of cars also. So two factors are very important. One is that as we see more and more cars which becomes autonomous, so they will drive themselves, and also what we need to do is make sure that all these cars could communicate with each other, so that we know beforehand, the cars would know that there is bottlenecks and they can change the way, or or at the first place, actually it's gonna reduce those jams anyways, because every car would know what's going on at all times. Other thing which is happening is many car companies now are investing a lot of money into not only self-driving cars, but also on electric cars. As far as, for example, Tesla is concerned, they are doing great job. Their all cars are battery operated and electric, even though these cars are very expensive, so everybody cannot afford these cars right now. But the newer version of Tesla is gonna be affordable. It's about $35,000, so it is going to come within reach of most of people. Also, Teslas already did a good job in autonomous driving. Their cars can drive by themselves on highways, so that's on autopilot, where that helps basically. A computer controls the car, and it helps. It will reduce the number one. It will reduce the number of accidents, and also it we have to add one more technology there, that if cars could communicate with each other. So say if our cars are autonomous, they can drive themselves, and then also they can communicate with each other through satellites and GPS. Then and then if we have more cars which are electric cars, that is definitely going to help major way. And I see from 5 to 10 years, more and more car would be electric on the road. So I think that's going to be a major boost towards uh, resolving the problem of global warming and climate change, because of the carbon dioxide which comes from transportation itself. And I think that's very good. And other than that, I think what we need to do is, like, I think, encourage these industries. So governments has to bring in a lot of incentives so that these industries could, the companies who are investing in this kind of technologies, they get incentives and they get tax breaks so that more and more cars are autonomous, more and more cars are controlled by computers and satellites, and they could communicate with each other, and also eventually every car, if every car could be converted to electric car, then that's going to help in a major way addressing the problem coming from owning the personal cars to the transportation industry itself. And I think that's way forward. So technology definitely is going in that direction, and that's a positive sign. And I think what we need to do is expedite that process so that it happens sooner than later. And I think that was the topic I wanted to discuss in today's lecture. Thanks for watching.